Morning, my fellow dills. Sweet pickle here. Cheers. Oh, perfect. Perfect. If you guys don't have, that Black Rifle Coffee Company's beyond black. You go get you some of that stuff, man. I'm gonna tell you what, it's so good. And use the pour over method. Don't be using that nasty Keurig or any of those nasty coffee pots that accumulate nasty stuff over time. Get you some of that Black Rifle. How y'all doing this morning? It's cold outside, and there was a couple snowflakes last night, so you know how it is in southeastern North Carolina. They're gonna shut everything down. Good Lord, it didn't even stick. Come on now, they're not shutting down, but it already melted. So, but take your hoodie out this morning because it is cold. Maybe even another layer. I do the work skin by Milwaukee. But get you something warm on before you go out. Come to bring you your joke and your quote of the day, but first, a word from our sponsor. Today's sponsor is going to be none other than DB's Love Juice. That is DB's Love Juice. If you don't have DB's Love Juice, what are you even doing cooking in the kitchen? Do you even know how to smoke them meats? Do you even know how to marinate them vegetables? Get you some of that DB's Love Juice at any of the fine locations. That is Eagle Island, Ace Hardware College Road, Rigglesworth, Ace Hardware Castle Hayne, Hudson's, Paisan, Joe's Oasis, Sea Creatures, and featured on the menu at Sea Witch Cafe. And you know we're pushing this so hard because we got that event coming up. Me and DB going to be cooking up some good stuff at America's Choice Gourmet Meats. That's America's Choice Gourmet Meats on Carolina Beach Road from 11 to 5, 4716 Carolina Beach Road. You guys come on out there and support a local meat company, support your local sauces around, and get you some of that DB's Love Juice. And when you do, you tell them Sweet Pickle sent you. All right. I'm going to feature another sauce you see sitting right here. This is Kurt's Heat. That's Kurt's Heat. I met him at the MC Jubilee, Poultry Jubilee in Rose Hill, North Carolina. Sean family, great company, from their garden to your table. Get you some of their hot sauce, guys. Let me tell you, that stuff right there is, it's just great. It's just so great. I mean, just so tasty. You can taste the quality in it. So get you some of that Kurt's Heat and get Curtified. All right, let's get to your jokes of the day. Sorry about the little burp. What do you call a blind dinosaur? Do you think he soars? What movie was that from? What's made of leather and sounds like a sneeze? A shoe. I don't always drink hot coffee, but when I do, I burn the crap out of my tongue. What commercial was I doing? If you're experiencing joint pain, yeah, you're probably holding the wrong end. That's just a joke. I'm not condoning any of that stuff. I got a long one for you, though. An old lady takes the bus every day and sits behind the driver. She leaves nuts for the driver during the ride. This continues on for years until the driver one day says, "Madam, I've been appreciating the nuts for years, but I have to stop eating them because of my weight." She says, "Well, then I'll just throw them away." The driver says, "Well, why don't you just eat them?" Woman says, "I just like sucking the chocolate off of them." Nasty, but funny. All right, let's get to your quote of the day. How about it? Take a pull of coffee. I came across a quote that said, "If you went back and fixed all your mistakes you've ever made in your life, you would erase yourself." Listen to that. If you went back and fixed all the mistakes in your life you ever made, you would erase yourself. God specializes in taking tragedy and turning it into triumph. The greater the tragedy, the greater the potential for triumph. That last part was Charles Stanley. Yes. Not going to get much into it. It says it right there. You don't need to fix something that's not broke. The only thing that you need to do is learn from your past mistakes. We talked about this on previous quotes, but when I seen this one, I was like, yeah, that's so true. There's a lot of things that I regretted in my life. I don't have regret anymore because I don't look at life like that anymore. Once I became saved, I stopped worrying about everything because I know someone's got me. I know someone's got my back. And I know I don't have to worry about my past because my sins have already been paid for. And that's been paid for by the blood, if you didn't know that. But when I seen this quote, it really stood out to me. There's a lot of people out there who keep on dwelling on their past mistakes, on all the things they did in their life to get them where they are today. And they don't understand that because of those endeavors, because of those tragedies, those mistakes, those things are what shaped you into the person you are today. So don't try to erase your past. You're never going to do that. You're never going to be the perfect person you want everybody else to see. I'm not perfect. I know it looks all smiles and everything. We all have our days, guys. We all have our days to where, they sneak up on you. But I'll tell you who will help you. That is the one, the Son. He's the one that's going to make you get through it a little easier because that's what he does. He's already paid for your sins. Stop fighting a fight that's already been won. Big Daddy Weave, redeemed. I am redeemed. All right. That's your joke and your quote of the day. Let's move on to your positive pickle. How about it? I almost knocked Big Daddy Weave over. You guys got to check that book out if you don't have it. Redeemed by Big Daddy Weave. Always with the message. I appreciate the small joys in life. I appreciate the small joys in life. Thank you, Tammy. Thank you, Ray, for the positive pickles. People love them. If you enjoyed today's video, would you please consider giving me a like, a share, a subscribe, especially on my YouTube. I need subscriptions on my YouTube. Cost you nothing. But also comment, and also share this video with a friend who might be down and out and maybe needing one of these jokes or quotes to bring them out of a dark place. And also, sometimes stuff like this, you could save a life. There's a lot of bad stuff in the world and people are in a dark place. So share it to a friend and save a life. Well, that's all I got for you today. So as always, stay sweet, stay blessed. I'm done being here. I got to drink my coffee and go in that cold. Sweet pickle out.